have all the sections covered with tape on the areas that I don't want to paint. I've got the first base coat on, and I want to do this front foregrip. I'm using Rust-Oleum camouflage paint, and it looks like a pretty nice color too. I hope it turns out well. Too late to find out now, so I'm going to have to go with it. I've only got one side painted. I'm going to have to flip it over after this side dries and do the other side. So to speed it up a little bit, I've got my blow dryer out. It should dry pretty fast. This is the first coat, and I'll do a couple more coats. This actually dried pretty quickly. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and do the other side. Now I'm painting it in a sweeping motion, only about 6 inches away from the... Take the blow dryer back out. Heat it up a little more. I'll let that dry about 15 more minutes and I'll put another coat on it. So my stepson Eric painted one of his rifles camo color similar to this. What he did is he went out and bought one of these mesh laundry bags from Walmart. So I went and picked up one of them, and I'm going to cut out the mesh on this. After it dries, then I'll lay this mesh over on the top of it like this. And then I have another Rust-Oleum camouflage paint that's can't tell the color in this light, but it's an olive green. Hopefully it's going to look nice. I'm not real sure how it's going to turn out, but at least it's going to look better than just that plain old black, even though I'll have some black mixed in with it, with all the other hardware on it. So I'm going to let this dry a little while longer, and then I'll be back out and put another coat on it. Okay, I'm back to finish up the paint job. So just to recap, I did the base coat with this camouflage Rust-Oleum camouflage paint. This is like a desert camo color. And then I use this olive green camouflage paint. Now I had originally planned on using this net for the second coat, but I don't know if you can see it, but this is kind of an octagon or a hexagon type shape on there. It's not just a cross netting, so I decided I didn't like the way that looked and I ditched it. So what I did instead is I take the olive green and just sprayed it directions on it. Actually, I think it actually turned out pretty nice and looks a lot better than using the netting. So basically I just used the desert camo as the base color, and then I took the olive green camo paint and just sprayed across in different areas of the shroud. I think it turned out pretty good. Actually, I like it quite a bit. And this is the top guard, what it looks like, and then the front foregrip looks pretty good. In fact, I like it so much I'm probably gonna paint my ATV the same color too. I've been wanting to do a paint job on it as well, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the same colors and pattern on my ATV. Anyway, I'm just gonna let it dry out a bit, and I'm gonna spray on some clear sealer that's supposed to help prevent flaking, and then start to reassemble the carbine. check back with y'all in a bit. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but just a warning that that clear coat is supposed to stop flaking, but it looks like it caused some flaking on the bottom of the shroud, and I'm hoping that that's going to dry out, and hopefully using the blow dryer will help that dry it out, flatten it out a little bit too. If not, I'm going to have to fix that. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I sprayed it on too much, don't know, but I'm going to have to smooth it out or fix it some way. Alright, my paint job is all finished up. Decided not to go with the clear coat. I just didn't like the look of it. So I painted one more coat of the base paint, then I went back over that again with the olive green paint. And I really like the way that the paint job turned out. It looks pretty good to me. This is the top guard. And then the front foregrip. So I'm ready to put this thing back together and see how it looks with the barrel and the receiver back on there. Turns out that I did not need to remove those pistol grips. They hold on a rail that's inside the pistol grip for the magazine. But I didn't want to paint them anyway, so that's the way they stay. Now I'm going to pop the top saddle back onto the buttstock. I think I'm ready to put the barrel and receiver back in. Tighten these bolts back up. Okay, I'm ready to put the receiver cover back on. Slide that on back and push it down. The two receiver pins and pop them in on the side. Push it in and up. Use the tool. Well, that one went on a lot easier. This other side still hadn't popped in right. Use a little screwdriver to help. Alright, I'm ready to slide the top guard back on. I had to pry down with quite a bit of pressure to get the top guard back on because it just, the paint made it really tight. Now I've got it locked in. I'm going to put the pin back on for that serial plate. Lock in the guard. I don't like that it's scratching the paint job up doing it either. Before I put the front foregrip on, I have to screw the bottom rail back on. Alright, the bottom rail's on. I'm ready to put the front foregrip back on. I'll tell you, they did make it easy with the different size Allen screws. There's probably 3 different sizes you have to use. Another metal guard screw, bottom guard screw. And then the latch for the sling. The gun doesn't come with these latches, you have to buy them separately. And that's the front side. I did take it off because I don't need it. The reason why is because I've got this red dot scope. This is the center point tactical scope. I'm ready to mount it back on. Got the front scope mounted back on. Just put the charging handle back in. It just screws in. Let's put the Cisno tactical flashlight back on the bottom rail. That flashlight does come with the switch too. I just don't have it on there right now. And last but not least, the laser. Alright guys, she's all assembled. I just have a couple of last things to do. Like pop the clip in. We got a good lock. Check the charge. And we got good charge. Pop in the 2 spare 10-round clips on each side. It's ready to load and fire. All I need to do is get back to the shooting range and get this scope sighted in, and I am good to go.